Hello guys, today I'll be doing a brief video about bias in forex trading. For a while I've been thinking that I also need to share the lessons I'm learning periodically and the lessons I've learned over time. And the reason also I want to share bias in trading is that recently it has affected the way I approach my trades. I have made wrong decisions. And of course, by definition, bias would be you have a predetermined position against a currency. That would mean, for instance, what is on the screen is Bitcoin versus the US dollar. The market is giving you information that this is a bearish momentum, but if I am biased, I am a bullish trader, you'll find that I am insisting on looking for buying opportunities instead of waiting for the market to give me the information. In my previous videos, I have talked about patience and learning. The market is very efficient. The market will always give you information. You just need to be patient and consume the information as it comes. So you may find, let's say, the Bitcoin versus a dollar. You're seeing on the screen, this is a bearish slide. Possibly my predisposition, my bias is that I'm a bullish trader. And you may find that I am looking for opportunities to keep on buying, to keep on buying, to keep on buying. But what happens is the market keeps on falling. So you find that I make it very inefficient trades. And sometimes this is what leads to loss of capital. So naturally, as a trader, over the last couple of months and okay, 1 year back, going 1 year back, I have come to the conclusion that I'm a bearish trader. I find it easy to spot sell opportunities, or I find it easy to look for selling opportunities than looking for buying opportunities. And that has cost me before. I think I have blown some accounts by always selling instead of consuming the information as it comes and making the right decisions. And I want to share with you how that bias has cost me this week or this month of November. So early in the month, I took an exam with My Forex Funds. This was the verification stage, not the challenge stage. They have challenge stage and then they have verification stage. So previously, I had taken the same exam. I had passed the challenge phase. I had failed the verification stage, so they had given me an opportunity to restart the entire thing. So I start from the challenge phase. So I started from the challenge phase, and this was coming at a very opportune time when we had a bearish slide on the pound across all pairs on the pound. So this is the chart that I was looking at, but I'll show you how I made a silly decision and how it ended up costing me my challenge phase account, and possibly also show you the lost revenue. So this is the image that I took. I usually have a journal on Notion where I record all my trades. If I'm supposed to buy a currency versus another currency, I'll record this trade. So you can see this is more or less the same information. It's just that the theme is black, then the theme is white, but it's more or less the same information. So the pound versus the dollar had stopped at this level, and it was making an uptrend. And I marked this order block as what created the first change of character on the 2 hour time frame. And then I marked a high. Instead of waiting for this high to be broken, I quickly marked the order block that created that high. And then I marked that as a change of character. Then I marked this region where it was broken as a break of structure. So automatically I was looking for sell positions, and I sold at this region 1.1342 or 1.1368. This is where I entered my sell position. Now the market progressed. Currently the market is standing at 1.2. So of course that tells you I made the wrong decision. So in hindsight, and this is where this is important for you to backtest and also to review all your trades. End of the week, take time and review your trades. So I decided to mark these charts afresh and ask myself, what did I miss? And you can see I went on the 2 hour time frame and marked this as a change of character. But on the 4 hour, this is the high point. So I can mark this as the change of character. That was the change of character. And then this high was broken. It was broken. Now, rule of thumb is that I only trade when there's a change of character and a break of structure. So when this high was broken, let me also indicate it. Break of structure. Good. So when this high was broken, the market came back and came back to this region where there was a fresh order block. This is an inefficiency. This is a fresh order block. And the market tapped the fresh order block and it's proceeding upwards. So if okay, let's say another trader out there has viewed the market the opposite of how I had viewed it before. They were making, let's say this is 1.115, this is 1.2. Let's just say this is 1.12 to 1.2. That would be 8,000 pips. So on a micro lot, that is $80. So on the My Forex Fund, I trade 0.04. That's my micro lot, 4 times 0.04. So that would have been approximately 80 by 4. That's $320 just on one trade. Remember, on the $10,000 account challenge, you're supposed to make $800 within 30 days. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would have made 320 on this trade alone. So I would be needing about $480 more. So I repeated the same mistake on the GBP Canadian, and I'll show it to you. So the same thing. I marked a change of character, and this was the high that was supposed to be broken. I was impatient. In my previous videos, I've mentioned the market rewards the competent and the patient, not the impatient. So I marked this as the high. Then for some reason, I marked this as the low that created this high. I was really rash. I had a change of character, then I had a break of structure, and I sold at 1.542. So let us see where is the market today. GBP Canadian is at 1.61674. That's approximately 10,000 pips. That would have been $100 on a micro lot. So if I was doing the 0.04 micro lot, I would have made $400. So if you take the 400 and you add with the 320, I am at 720 just on 2 trades. Therefore, the My Forex Funds challenge, I only need $80 to pass the remainder of the exam. And these are only 2 trades, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you can now appreciate that in Forex trading, it's not volume. If you're efficient and you just take 2 trades in a month, you could be making good money. So I went back. In hindsight, let me see what I should have done. And I marked this as the high that created this low. So this is the change of character. And this was the break of structure. So on the lower time frames, there was an order block here. I went to the lower time frames and there was a fair value gap that is marked by the red line at 1.518. And you can clearly see later on the market came back and tapped that region and went up to 1.6167. And why am I waiting for the market? I am waiting for the market at 1.63, if not 1.68. So you have a lot of room to make money in forex trading, but if you're patient and if you're competent. Now, what caused me to make this mistake? Number one, I want to come back to these charts. When you have a bias, you force issues. When you have a bias and let's say you are naturally predisposed to find selling opportunities, instead of marking, I would have marked this as the low, this region at 1.51. If this was the area I was looking for the change of character and the market broke it, I would have marked this as the break of structure, the next low that I required for it to be broken for me to sell. But it was never broken. So the decision of marking a different point as a change of character as opposed to the lowest point as a change of character caused me to make the wrong decision. And I cannot blame anybody else but myself. I am the one who made that decision of marking a different point. So if I had marked this region we would be having a very different conversation. Same case with the GBP USD. If I had marked this region here, I had marked this region here, and this would have been the change of character. The change of character, meaning I am waiting for this region to be broken for me now to be in a bearish, to have my bearish position to be validated. It has never been broken. That means either I would not have made this trade, meaning I would have protected my capital, or I would have reviewed my position later because I did review this position and I would have shifted to a bullish position. So there are three outcomes. Outcome number one is where I have a bearish bias, I make a mistake, and I lose the challenge. Option number two is where I take in the information as it comes without any bias, and you make about $700 just on two pairs. Option number three is that you are still bearish. You mark the chart correctly. As I mentioned, I should have marked this region. Let me just show it to you. If I had marked this as the low and waited for a change of character, there's a change of character. So I mark this also. I also mark this region. I wait for this region to be broken for me to say I'm in a bearish momentum, but the region was never broken, meaning I never would have entered that trade. So that is option two. I would have protected my capital. So in any setup, there are three outcomes. You have a biased outcome, you lose your money or you lose your account. You have the correct outcome, you make money, or you have the correct reading of the market, you still make money. Option three is where you are neutral, you don't have any reading, and you don't make money, but you don't lose money. And ladies and gentlemen, I would like to disclose that I made the same mistake on the pound JPY. I entered prematurely. I entered at 164. You see, the market went up to the region of 172. So, long story short, I would have passed the challenge phase of my Forex Funds exam. Right now, I would be waiting for the verification phase for me to be fully funded. I am choosing to share these lessons with you because I don't want you to be disillusioned when you come to the market that experienced traders don't make mistakes. We make mistakes, and mistakes inform the type of trader you become tomorrow. So right now, I am very cautious when I'm coming into the market, and I want to validate a position that you will keep hearing. Less is more. Ladies and gentlemen, less is more. I've just talked about GBP USD, GBP Canadian. Those two trades would have given me possibly the $800 profit I'm looking for, the 8% that I was looking for. I made the same mistake on gold and silver. Again, the more trades I enter that were inefficient, they caused me to lose my account. So moving forward, I am now well informed. I am up taking a cautious approach. I would rather not have a trade as opposed to having a very inefficient trades. Thank you guys for that opportunity. Keep play this video, replay it every other time. It will help you understand and also position yourself not to make the mistakes that I have made. I've also posted another video on YouTube, the lessons I have learned. Also, if you have time, keep checking them out. They will help you in your psychological setup before you start trading. Thank you very much.